Hi, good afternoon from North Miami. I hope you have a great weekend so far. I just got back from walking across the street with my dog Chewy, and it's pretty hot. I was pretty sweaty when I come back in. And I was asked to make this video today to confirm something or maybe to use some logic to explain some phenomena in our world. Yesterday, I had a chance to watch this YouTuber talking about the alien interview in his podcast. He was really impressed by what Ariel was talking about her civilization, which is the domain of visionary force that that she worked for and volunteered for many, many aeons ago. She also, if you read the book, you know that she was talking about many interesting things about how human beings were created and what happened to us all these years. Like many, many different things. I make a lot of videos about that. But today, I just want to emphasize one uh, fact that he asked during the podcast. Do you think this group exists? What do you think? Because Eros is very intelligent. She is a flight engineer, volunteer for the group they call the Domain Expeditionary Force. And according to the domain, Earth is Earth was a prison planet under control of the group called the Old Empire. They just call the just to distinguish between themselves and the one that took over the earth many eons ago. The domain had no idea when they visiting the physical planet or Earth. They took 3,000 of their people, set up a laboratory underneath the Himalayas to study planet Earth because this is a physical planet. As you know, planet usually imagined by an immortal spiritual being. But in order to make it physical planet, it has to have physical things in it, such as mountains, rivers, oceans, um, many things that immovable to make it become physical. And through eons, um, it becomes a oxygenate, meaning that it's like a sun-based planet where you can actually there's a living organism. When a planet that you can live, oxygen breathing, it's a very special planet. There are many out there, of course. Now, the question was raised: is Arrow really know what she's talking about? Is it all the imagination with the nurse? The nurse is turned out to be a part of the domain of expeditionary force. 3,000 people were captured and killed and placed their soul inside different bodies on the planet Earth. And Arrow, the nurse, Matilda McElroy is one of them. When Arrow met Matilda, she recognized right away that this is the signature of domain expeditionary force, one of the 3,000 soldier that would displaced on this planet. And the story seemed very reasonable. I mean, if you read it with its logical mind, I'm not going to answer that phone because I've been interrupted so many times to make this video. So I'm just going to continue, and you can hear the phones ringing in the background. So our question here is, how do we know? How do we know if anything is real or not real? So I want to ask you something. The pyramids and the Stonehenge, the gate of the sun, who created them and who places there? According to Arrow, those are those were created by the old empire, and they just leave it there, just to let just to have fun with you, to make you feel special that you are a mystical being, that you don't remember where you came from, so they can continue to use you. The characteristic of the old empire is that they don't want anybody had any critical thinking, creative thinking. All the decisions should be made by them, and their way of survival is to tax you. Okay, so this is very important little detail here. So the old empire just like to tax their people, and they survive based on that. And so it's kind of weird to hear that, right? Because you think the aliens should be different than us, but as it turned out, it's pretty much similar to Earth under a different administration. Um, However, let's get back to the story. Okay, so who placed those things there? According to Arrow, the old empire did it because they were the one that took souls and just scattered them everywhere and make them do these things. Like make you forget where you come from. Just like they make you do things just for fun, and they have their own people to lord over you, so you don't remember you are an immortal spiritual being, and you have the ability to create a planet in your mind. And the only time it becomes physical is that they put some physical concrete stuff inside to make it physical. But you um, have all the power that everybody has. So now let me come back to, is it the domain real? Anybody have a telepathic communication ability can just go directly to the domain and ask them that question. And yeah, I have a telepathic ability, and I communicate with Ramas, who is the Anunnaki land leader. When the 3,000 people were captured down here, the domain dispatched Ramas to Earth. So you can see that when you go to look at the internet, you see all the people that carry these back, and with the cone, and they where they scan the body. Those are I'm talking about, and they just want to find their people. Although the domain found 3,000 that was missing, their brains are it's completely being destroyed by repeated hypnosis. So hypnosis is very important to change your life. If you want to change your life, change your subconscious. Look like I'm going to many different tangents here, but basically, the old empire never want you to know who you are, and they don't want you to use hypnosis. So they make hypnosis sound really bad. It's not like mainstream because they use it themselves. So you need to recognize that you are a immortal spiritual being, and that you're being abducted and put it here to do some kind of labors or some kind of experiment for this kind of empire. So when they touch the domain group, they make a mistake. They disturb a group that not only powerful in their telepathic communication, in their spiritual pursuit, but they're also powerful in terms of technology. So the domain destroy the old empire, and now they need to figure it out how they get the people back. So to make a long story short, if you have telepathic communication, you definitely can get in touch with any of these people, and you can just go to Amazon and buy the Alien Interview to read it for yourself, and also the Domain Dictionary Force book to read it for yourself, and you can just pick a name and telepathy communicate to that being, and you find out. And let me tell you, they love their people, and as long as they're willing to take you, if you know that you are immortal spiritual being and you want to get out of this game, the game on earth that's being played, you never can win because when you win, the game's over. So you cannot win. You keep, like when you keep reincarnating into different bodies, and then if you don't learn, you don't know how to love yourself. If you come back to learn that until you so sick and tired of it, you will begin to see that you are more than just a body. You are an immortal, meaning you just keep reincarnating again, again, again until you learn the lesson. So, so if you don't think the book is any real, that's how I would do it. I would learn telepathic communication because that's something that it should come very naturally to us. We should have used it. We like to speak more than you know. We should have just how we think. So you just have to learn how to telepathically communicate, and then you find out whether they real or not. And I'm telling you, they are. Because on through Secret Channel, I'm looking for the time. I only speak what I know, experience that I encounter, and we are so lucky to have them because they are benevolent, intelligent, powerful, and strong technology wise. Nikola Tesla, he was the domain officer. Same as Raman. Raman is powerful. Yeah, he can, his power focus is legendary. So I invite you to go get the book and read for yourself. Learn how to telepathically communicate so you know the truth by yourself. That's the only way to know, to communicate to these beings and ask questions yourself. They will answer you because they exist. Until we meet again, I hope you have a great weekend and go get a book. Thank you for watching.